We've all got an age, right? The number on our driver's license, the one we celebrate every year. But what about the age we actually feel inside? Well, that's what we're digging into today, this really fascinating idea of your mental age. So, just take a second and think about it. Honestly, do you feel like a wide-eyed kid just buzzing with curiosity? Or maybe you feel like you've got this wise old soul, even if you're, only in your 20s. This has nothing to do with your actual birthday. It's all about the age of your mind. The source we're pulling from today calls this your mental vibe, and I think that's just a perfect way to put it. It's not a measure of how smart you are or how mature you are. Nope. It's simply the lens you look at the world through, your kind of default setting for how you see things.
So you might be wondering, okay, how in the world do you figure out your mental vibe? Well, the source material breaks it down with a simple quiz, so let's take a peek at how it actually works.
It's a really straightforward three-step deal. First, you answer some questions about different situations. Then, you add up the points from your choices, and finally, you find the profile that lines up with your score. Sounds easy enough, right? But the real magic is in the questions themselves. And this is where you can really see the contrast. I mean, look at this. On one side, you have a totally playful, spontaneous reaction to a rainy day, and on the other, a super methodical, practical approach to a new piece of tech. It's your gut reaction to choices just like these that starts to paint a picture of your mental vibe.
And this part right here, it is absolutely crucial. This is not a test. There are no right or wrong answers. It's all about being honest with yourself. The whole point is to pick what you actually do, not what you think sounds the most adult or responsible.
Okay, so after you've answered all the questions and tallied up your points, you'll land in one of 5 pretty distinct mental age profiles. Let's go ahead and break them down. First up, if your score is on the lower end, you're the young explorer. This is all about that unfiltered curiosity, that pure sense of wonder. It's a vibe that finds absolute joy in the little things, like building a pillow fort. For the young explorer, life is just one big adventure, and rules are, well, they're more like suggestions.
Moving up the scoreboard, we've got the vibrant dreamer. This one runs on passion and big feelings. Think of that classic teenage energy, where the entire world feels like a canvas just waiting for you to express yourself. It can be a little messy, maybe a little intense, but it is so authentic.
Now, if your score lands you smack in the middle, you get the thoughtful realist. This mental age is all about trying to find that balance. You've still got those big dreams for sure, but you're also figuring out how to, pay the bills. You're asking the tough questions, and you're really in that phase of growing into yourself. Next, we have the old soul. This profile just has this deeply grounded, reflective energy. If you're the friend that everyone seems to come to for advice, yeah, this one might feel familiar. There's just a calm, steady, compassionate wisdom that comes with this vibe.
And finally, at the very top of the scale, we find the timeless sage. This perspective kind of rises above the day-to-day chaos to see the bigger picture. It's a vibe that's really serene, super introspective, and is pretty much always on the hunt for a deeper meaning in things.
So there they are, the 5 profiles. But what I really love is how the source material frames all of this. It doesn't just give you a description. It actually identifies the unique superpower that comes with each mental vibe. And this table just lays it all out so perfectly. Go ahead and find the profile that really resonated with you. What's your superpower? Is it that unfiltered curiosity of the young explorer, or the amazing expressive imagination of the dreamer? Maybe it's the awareness and emotional depth of the realist, the steady wisdom of the old soul, or that incredible perspective of the sage. Every single one is so valuable.
So, what does this all really mean for you? What's the big takeaway here? It's really important to get the true purpose behind this kind of self-exploration.
This quote from the source just says it all, doesn't it? The point isn't to slap a label on yourself and put yourself in a box. Think of it more like a mirror. It's just a way to reflect on which parts of your personality are really shining through right now. I mean, you could be a thoughtful realist at your job, but a total young explorer on the weekends, right? And as we wrap this up, I want to leave you with this question. Which one of these profiles really jumped out at you? Maybe you saw a little piece of yourself in all of them. At the end of the day, the most interesting question isn't how old is my mind? It's which parts of your inner self are you ready to get to know a little better?